For I know someone who might appreciate an off-leash park in the city of Seattle.
I love it, yeah. It's a good day to take the dog out to the dog park too. So maybe leave work a little bit early if you can before we see an uptick in the moisture and in the winds across western Washington. Now, early this Thursday afternoon, we're doing okay. We're sitting at 46 degrees, partly cloudy skies in downtown Seattle. And the temperatures, we even have some 50s right now, folks, across the area. Take a look at this. 50 in Port Angeles, 50 in Oak Harbor, 50 in Mount Vernon, not too far off from 50 in Arlington, 49 degrees, 47 for my friends in Everett there in Snohomish County. Reason for the milder temperatures this afternoon that are running about 2 to 6 degrees warmer from Seattle north compared to yesterday. This is that 24-hour temperature change. It's because we have some of the sunnier skies, and we also have those offshore winds coming down the west side of the Cascades, and that is starting to warm those temperatures up. So a few areas could actually climb into the mid-50s by this afternoon. The reason for those offshore winds, big swirling area of low pressure off of the coast. This is helping to pull those winds from east to west across Washington. And that's going to be the case really over the next 12 hours as this system slowly but surely works its way toward the coast overnight into our Friday morning, before gradually shifting inland and starting the weekend on our Friday morning into the Friday afternoon hours. Big issue with this system is going to be those strong easterly offshore winds that are actually going to increase throughout the day, especially late this afternoon into the evening hours. This is around 5 p.m. These are those future wind gusts across western Washington, and we're going to see some of those strongest winds east of I-5 this afternoon for the foothill communities of Snohomish, King, and Pierce counties, where those winds could gust between 40 to 45 miles per hour. And as we work our way toward 8 p.m., so around dinner time or just thereafter, that's when we see those peaks in the wind gusts to the east of I-5 for the Cascade foothill communities. And at this point, some of the areas in the typical gap areas could see the wind gusts approaching 50 miles per hour. So that could lead to some isolated power outages, and it's going to blow around the trash can, the lawn furniture. So you want to make sure that you bring that inside. It's also going to create difficult travel along I-5, 405, any north-south roadway, so you want to hold on to the steering wheel. In Seattle, Everett, Tacoma, the eastern Puget Sound lowlands, winds will be about 20 to 30 miles per hour later on this evening, so lighter than what we see farther east, but it could still cause some very minor issues. Those winds do start to relax by later on tonight into our Friday morning. We also see an uptick in the rain. This is around dinner time for southern parts of Puget Sound. That's going to build into the I-5 corridor for Tacoma, Seattle, Everett very early tomorrow morning. And by the time you're heading to work or school tomorrow morning, we'll gradually see a downward trend from south to north, but expect wet roadways, so you want to give yourself a little extra time on the roadways. And also with those offshore winds we have, that's bringing in just a touch of drier air. We have some cold air aloft, so if the precipitation rates at times get a little bit heavy, you could see a snowflake or two mix in with that rain tomorrow morning away from Puget Sound and above 500 feet. So just keep that in mind. Accumulations likely for the Cascades, where we have winter weather advisories kicking into effect later on today, continuing throughout the day tomorrow. 6 to 12 inches of snow possible at Snoqualmie Pass and Stevens Pass. Temperatures this afternoon, low to mid 50s for the northwest interior, 50 here in Seattle, 51 on the east side in Bellevue, a touch cooler farther south where we have more in the way of that cloud cover. Temperatures staying in the mid to upper 40s for southern Puget Sound, mid 40s out along the coast, isolated showers possible. Central and eastern Washington, we see snow increase later tonight into tomorrow morning, so just factor that in to your commute plans if you plan on traveling to eastern parts of the state. 7-day forecast looking okay. Temperatures lower 50s. Saturday looks like the good day this weekend. It gets a little bit wet and breezy late in the day Sunday.